What's some of the greatest advice that I ever received in the music industry? And who did I receive it from? Two people. Okay, I could be straightforward with that. I remember being at Dre's house, and Dre was going to have me read a book. It was called All You Need to Know About the Music Industry. And I had already read that book. You know, I'm an avid reader. I'm a voracious reader. So I read that book, and then I had some experiences as well. And Dre took a liking to me at that point. And he said to me, Q, whatever you do, make sure that you and Jamal remain tight. Because the industry breaks people apart. Friendships are broken because of the industry. So whatever you do as his manager, do whatever you can to protect him. Now, there's some irony to that. Some of his representatives flew to New York, and we had dinner, myself, our attorney Theo, and some of Dre's representatives, the general manager at the time, I think it was Curtis Tucker, and the A&R, Mike Lynn. And, you know, we were at dinner, and they had some asks, made some requests of us. And when we were having these talks, you know, we were at odds. And it was said at the table that night that, you know, they've seen managers like me before, and they get rid of managers like me. And my brother, being my brother, said, listen, I don't know who you all have dealt with in the past, you know, but both of us are college educated. You know, both of us are from the hood. We have our own experiences. And this is fun for us. So if you're looking to get rid of Q, you're definitely looking to get rid of me, because this is just a hobby to me. You know, so, you know, I'll always love my brother for sticking up for me, because I essentially, when we look at roles, I did everything that he wanted done. I gave suggestions, but ultimately he made the final decision, because it's his life, and I had to manage his life and make sure that he came out unscathed. And that's what I did. I was his mouthpiece, and I let that be known. So whatever a label wanted or requested of him, we made decisions together, and ultimately it was his, and I did what he asked, he being the last emperor. So that was that piece of advice, and there was some irony to that. But some of the best advice I ever received was from RZA. By this time, we're off Aftermath Entertainment, and we're on Interscope, the parent company. And we're sitting in 36 chambers. Riz and we struck up a conversation at the board, and I told him that we share the same born day, you know, so, you know, we laughed about that. And he saw all of the work that the last emperor and I were doing, you know, and how I was handling my business. And he asked me, he said, yo, God, like, where's your team? You know, like who did all of this stuff? And I was like, yo, just me and my man, last M. He was like, nah, where's your family? Where's your crew? I was like, yo, it's just me and last M. And he said, yo, they gonna take you out, God. I was like, they gonna take me out? He's like, yeah, God, you can't come into this business without a family, without a team, without a crew. He said, they gonna take you out, God. You know, and I thought about that. And as time went on, they took us out. You know, we were doing the music that we wanted to do. You know, we were asked, you know, to, if you just put, you know, I never use these words, so this probably be the last time, the only time you hear me use these words. You know, if you just put nigger, bitch, and hoe in your music, oh man, the world would be yours. And remember, the last Emperor is a lyrical genius. Just listen to his body of work. Listen to how he puts together material, his words. So they knew that he was a critical thinker. They knew his background, having gone to college and coming from West Philadelphia, growing up in the hood. They knew about, how he thought politically. So you have to make some type of compromise. And we were unwilling to compromise sound, message, manhood. We didn't bend. And in this game, sometimes when you don't compromise and you don't have people behind you, you have to make some choices. You're either going to stay in the game or you're going to exit the game. And sometimes you get pushed out the game. We were pushed out. Listen to the music. There's no way in the world. And we did songs with, and we've been in company with individuals that many of you consider to be lyrical geniuses and icons, from KRS-One, who we call Chris, Black Thought, Tariq, we did things, if you listen to Tim Westwood when we were in London, last was on a radio show with Talib Kweli and Pharaoh Monch. Listen to, his lyrics. He held his own. He did his thing. So the greatest advice I would definitely say, I received from those two men, Dr. Dre and RZA. RZA was extremely profound because it eventually came to be. We were pushed out. And to be honest with you, it was the greatest thing that ever happened to us because we left unscathed. And we have stories to tell, and we did good. We did good.